Hello, everybody. I'm Nerdy Couch.
And I'm Grim.
This guy here,
Over
Mr.
here.
Baron Grim. And we are here and excited to talk about The Last Ronin number 3. It's been
Finally.
a long wait. All right. Before we get to that, guys, I just want to ask you to like the video, comment, subscribe. We are getting close to 300 subscribers. Never thought that would ever happen. Thank you to everybody. Let's get us to 300. We are only 10 or 11 subscribers short of that. So let's just push this, guys, and let's just build this channel and this community. We love it, man. Also, before we get started, let me remind you guys that we've got a charity going on for my little niece to get her a epilepsy support dog. There's only a week left to win some great prizes, including one of these boxes of MTG Strict Haven, full box booster, and this sweet copy of Secret Wars number 8. So, guys, don't miss out on that chance. All you got to do is donate to the fundraiser. There are rules to that in a video that's linked down below. If you want to just help out by donating, there's a link to the fundraiser, the GoFundMe down below. So, yeah, let's not lose out on some good prizes. Only a week left. Ending on the 17th for those prizes. The fundraiser will go on beyond that, but after the 17th, no more prizes. We just quickly want to, say thank you for showing up to a couple people here. We've got my big brother always supporting us. Thank you for showing up, Rob. Says, what's up, guys? We've got another friend, Double Income. He has a pretty cool channel himself. You guys can go check him out at Double Income on YouTube. Does a lot of funny stuff on that show. So thanks for being here. And Monica. Hey. I don't know who this Monica girl is, but she keeps coming to the show. Monica H. She says, hey.
Might be in the wrong place. This is not the Care Bears chat.
But we will be talking about a very cool book, The Last Ronin, number 3.
Yeah. Look at that cover.
That's the original cover.
Beautiful.
And then you can see it on without any glare. We've got The Last Ronin 1 in 10 incentive cover. And that is a beautiful cover as well. So we had to pick up 2 of these covers because it's that good, guys. It's that good.
I think so. Yeah.
So,
just like
it. Without any further ado, let's get into this book. Again, cool little cover there. Rob Couch says sweet covers, and you are correct in saying so. Sweet covers. There was a lot of covers for this book. Just about a 2-month wait for this book, so we're excited to get into it.
So long wait.
It's a pretty long wait. So we start this book off in the past. All right, and we've got Mr. Hamoto. And he has some of his disciples, I would call them, in the room with him. And they're pretty much passing they're swearing him in, I would say, as the spot where Shredder once held. So this is how it starts. Double Income, no problem, buddy. You've got a great show, and I think everybody should know about it. Let's get into this. So starts off with this one of the disciples reading off of a scroll, and he's saying, and so we mark yet again another critical milestone in this long, venerated history of the Foot Clan. On this occasion, or on the occasion of his 16th year of life, so it's just a young man.
It's just a boy, really.
And as he manifests his duty as sole heir to the throne, we have gathered here to rise up the grandson of Oroko Saki, son of Oroko Kari.
All right.
Right? Oroko Horoto, do you swear now till death your fealty to the Foot Clan, to become the master you were born to be? Hiroto bows as he says, yes, I swear my undying loyalty to all here, my most decorated generals, and to all that serve under you, the great honor and humility. And then he stands up, holds that sword above him, and says, I rise. What an honor.
Very dramatic.
The swearing in of a new, like, what do you call it? General? He's not a general. He's a leader.
He's like the emperor of the Foot.
So he goes on in saying, it has been 10 years since my beloved mother and our former master, Oroko Kiria, I'm not going to get that name right, in nerdy couch fashion, I will not get it correct, was critically injured in her battle with the mutants that of the Homoto clan, which is Master Splinter's clan. She has remained comatose since that fatal day, unable to lead our forces in the resulting bloody and chaotic war, or costly war. He goes on to say that, Monica, why do I look so angry?
Who looks?
Because apparently I look angry.
Is it you or is it them?
Well, why do they look so angry? Well,
it's serious business, Monica.
This is serious business. I thought I was the angry one for a moment. He goes on to say that Monica's laughing downstairs. I can hear her. So, as was my destiny, I studied and trained for the moment that he could take his birthright. He says, I could continue to build upon her and my grandfather's honorable legacy. Trying to skip by there. And then he says, General Ayoma, I am prepared to issue my first command as the new liege. So he's about to make his first order in his new position. General Oyoma says, and we are prepared to obey you, young Hiroto. Hiroto's pleased with that. They're taking his position very seriously.
That's right.
Hiroto says, send a formal invitation for a parley to the Hamoto clan leadership, which this was a surprise to me. That would be his first act.
Mhm.
He says to those here in Japan and the Master Splinter in the new city, the New York City, this war has gone on far too long. The time has come to speak of peace. And then he puts that sword away.
Things are looking up. You think?
Sounds like the new liege of the Foot Clan wants to put this war behind them. We've got a little guest behind you there. I mean, I hope I didn't spoil anything.
This is Raccoon making his
Welcome to Stream Raccoon.
nightly appearance.
Yep.
Little Raccoon.
We're gonna pop over to the future now, or the present, I guess. And we get a scene here where Hiroto is dressed differently now. He's kind of got a bit of a ceremonial robe on, almost. He says, "Are we ready?" Oh no! So one of his lackeys says, "Are we ready for you, Hiroto?" He says, "Yep, very well." And then he goes over to his mother, who is comatose, and says, "Pay attention, mother. Time to remind this city who is master." So it doesn't seem like much has changed, although the last scene would suggest so. It says, "I want this broadcast in every part of the city, no exceptions. Let's begin." Denizens of New York. And you see his broadcast towers over all buildings. My people, my city, for nearly 2 decades, I'm not doing that voice the whole time. For nearly 2 decades, I have kept you safe, protected you, allowed you to prosper at my will. My will. I alone decide your fate. So hear me now. Heed what I have to say. Monica, it's Donald Trump. This is the Trump of this is the Trump of the story. Heed what I have to say. There is a monster in our midst. This creature, this assassin, cowardly attacked this sacred ground with one terroristic mission in mind: to tear down all I have built and to kill me. He says, this treacherous affront is unacceptable, unfathomable, unforgivable. Any crime against me is punishable by death. Punishable by death. It has to be said that way. It's
written that way.
It's written that way.
Yeah.
He says, no stone will be left unturned until the beast is captured, and I will personally execute final judgment. Tonight, and until further notice, the entire city will be under martial law.
I like
and
that
you can
top panel.
Yeah, that top panel is very cool. The people are kind of rattled by this. You can see the robotic Foot Clan starting to close in on them. And you can see now that the robotic Foot Clan there, they are captured. They're taking people captive. They're not taking anybody in any nice manner either. You can see the gentlemen on the ground there. They're kind of trampling people. And Hiroto says, obey my soldiers. Return to your homes and await my orders. Somebody's in the crowd saying, and now, oh no, he says, and now this. Anyone foolish enough to harbor this terrorist insurgent will not suffer his fate. They will suffer far worse. So he's not messing around. All right. Not messing around at all. Grim, what do you think about naked legs? That's in general, like
I'm not wearing any pants, so I'm
wearing shorts, but my legs are very naked.
Yeah, I have naked legs right now.
Now I'm wondering if she's referring to as like a panel. Did we like miss some naked legs? I mean, I guess technically her legs are pretty naked.
Those are lovely naked legs.
It's not like when I'm wearing shorts, I'm just looking at the naked legs. Like, oh, look at all the naked legs out today.
Yeah, this isn't 1923 where your ankle is showing.
You can show your legs now.
Oh my goodness, her knees.
So some of Casey's crew are obviously hearing this. One of them saying, "Man, this got real bad, real fast." One of the others says, like, I'm pretty sure Mr. T.
Well, yeah, Mr. T's still alive.
He's lost his chains, but he's definitely here. Says, yeah, we've got to communicate. We've got all communications jammed. We gotta get to Jones ASAP. They got to report back to Casey. And then we clip over back at the lair with Michelangelo, my boy. And a sound from behind him, which you got to assume because of the other panel is the visions of the rest of the turtles. It says, gotta admit, Casey Marie's pretty damn impressive. As he reads that book, and that last piece says no peace, which I think was explained in one of the earlier ones.
Yeah, they did mention it. I think when Casey found the journal before.
The journal, right? In the first place. Yeah. The ghostly presence of the other turtles are saying she's book smart and street smart as well. She's tough too. Ain't that right, Mikey? Mikey's like, but she's crazy. If she thinks she's gonna help fight Hiroto, nah. Says, I mean, yeah, right. She's just. Did I miss something?
Yeah, that wasn't Mikey who said, but she's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's why.
He wasn't really listening.
Well, yeah, so she's tough, but she's crazy. If she thinks she's going to help fight Hiroto, and Mikey's like, yeah. I mean, yeah, right. She's just a kid. She's just a child, right? Looks like Leonardo replies with, good call. She can't be more than 17 years old. Mikey replies, she's actually 16. And all right, tangling with the Foot Clan? She's already tangling with them. She's already been fighting the Foot Clan, right? Actually, I don't think Mikey said that either. I think that one of the other turtles said that, because Mikey says, yeah, it sounds familiar, eh? Like, Sounds kind of like us when we were teenagers.
Yeah.
So it's a story that they're well aware of, right? Looks like Spirit Donnie says, apples to oranges, Mikey. We trained our entire lives for this, right? And we're mutants. She's just a kid. Casey and April's kid. Mikey replies with, and we were Splinter's kids, and Carrie was Shredder's kids. Hiroto is hers. And here we are, back to square one. Back to, and then from a distance, someone says, the dark? And Mikey goes on guard with the sigh.
Hey.
And it's Casey. Casey comes in. She's like, whoa, easy, Mikey. I was just wondering if this is some sort of ninja thing I should know about. Talking to yourself in the dark. So she walked in on him being a little crazy.
Well, maybe he's just meditating.
He's just venting to himself. He's just talking to his dead brothers. Like, give him a break. He says, no, it's not. And it takes way more than sneaking up on somebody to be a ninja. All right. Monica, what do you think about Grim? What do you think Shredder rhymes with cheddar? Monica's coming up with some pretty good stuff here.
Yes,
it
Shredder does rhyme with cheddar. Also better.
I feel like
better.
Yeah. I feel like Monica's trolling us.
I think, is that Monica or has she been hacked?
No, it's Monica.
Oh.
No. Trust me, try living with her. All right.
Well,
Casey replies with, sorry, wasn't trying to be sneaky. The door was open and you seemed to never mind. I'm sorry, apologize about that. Says, anyways, Mom wants to see you. I'm heading topside to check in with my crew. Mikey's not really pleased with that. Says, I don't think that's a good idea, Casey. Casey says, yeah, you are the funny one. I wasn't asking for your permission. She's a sassy one, eh?
Mm-hmm. Well, she's grown up in the streets.
Yeah. Mikey says, that's not what I just kind of stumbling over his words. Just watch your back there, okay? Casey says, yeah, sure, good plan. I'll keep working on my ninja skills while I'm at it. A little bit of a quip there. She says, straight ahead and go left. Mom's in the lab. So Mikey heading to the lab, saying in his mind, she thinks she knows everything. Smart ass, stubborn little, just kind of griping in his own head. And she's way too damn young to be that old. She's way too young to have that much experience. He sighs. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, I mean, how old were they with all that experience?
Yeah. They grew up in it too, right?
Damn kids these days.
Damn kids. Says same as it ever was type deal. Looking at those pictures of them, pretty much, right? Saying that she's no different than they were, right? So he's opened that door, cracks it open to go meet April. He says, April, Casey said you wanted to see me. Come on in. Come on into the lab, Mikey. As you see the head of the Fugitoid. Which Mikey is surprised to see. He's like, what the future. I don't know if he was going to swear there or not. Look at that. Fugitoid. April says, yeah, all that's left of him anyways. Mikey goes, holy crap. You're gonna you gotta stop doing this, you gotta stop springing this stuff on me, right? April says, sorry, I was hoping to ease it in, ease you back into everything. Things are about to get crazy around here though. He's like, about to he says, looking at that fugitoid head, he says, I think it's time we get busy with all the catching up. You better clue me in on everything now, because I think he's getting tired of. He wants it all in a big chunk. Let's get it all over with. No more surprises, right?
Drop
She agrees. She agrees with that, right? And then I think is it the fugitoid saying all systems cross-checked?
All systems cross-checked, and
so she's got him all wired up. And then we go to a little bit of a flashback.
Yeah. And you are ready for flight. Skip over to Fugitoid and the Turtles and Splinter. Everybody, the whole gang, all back together again there. So Fugitoid
minus one person. Minus one turtle.
Yes, minus the Wrath, because he was the first to go, I believe. They had mentioned that in the other comic too.
Yeah, and because Hiroto is being passed on, it means that his mother is already comatose, right?
Yeah.
And that's because of Raph's fight. Hello.
So yeah. What?
I had a knock on my door.
Scared?
I had a knock on my door.
My screen's a little tiny, so I'll be reading.
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah.
Grim's working on his phone here. He's got some pretty crappy internet, so he can't use his computer.
Yeah, it's rough life in the country, but
yeah,
not too bad.
We do what we got to do, though, right?
That's right. So yeah, we'll skip over Fugitoid, Turtles, Splinter. Fugitoid's kind of telling him, you got to make sure you remain in radio silent the entire trip so you're not detected. Be sure to disable the cloak as soon as you're over the ocean to preserve the electrical charges. It's a long flight, Donatello, and expending your fuel cells without the backup power source. And then Donatello just jumps right in there. We'll make an even longer swim. Gotcha, Professor Honeycutt. That was a joke, by the way. And a very funny one, I might add. Times in Fugitoid here. So yeah, it looks like a couple of the guys and Splinter are gonna be kicking it into this really nifty, cool, space-looking ship. It must be a Fugitoid design there. Then we kick down to Splinter. He's having a combo with Mikey and Leo. Remember, our strikers cannot appear to be in an aggressive posture in New York, while we are simultaneously engaged in peace talks with the Foot Clan in Japan. Leo chimes in with understood, but I also remember what happened last time the Foot called for a truce, Master Splinter. So it's not this isn't the first time that they've called truce on everything.
It's hard to trust the Foot Clan.
Well, pretty rough bunch, really. Leo is questioning whether it's legit this time or not. And Mikey jumps with he doesn't trust Hiroto because he's an Oroku and they all lie.
Fair enough.
It's true. Seems like we cut over to a nice mugshot of Splinter there, and it looks like he's got some wicked scars on his face.
Yeah, he's had a rough time.
Looks like Shredder scars, if I had to guess.
Looks like it to me.
In the past, yes, but in Oroku, Hiroto, it has also lost much in this war, just as we have. Perhaps the young master tires of all the senseless bloodshed as well. Maybe the time has come at last to finally close the book on this feud.
Very hopeful.
Well, I mean, he's probably tired. He's an old rat by this point. And his predecessors honored many ancient traditions, regardless of our clan's long-standing enmity. It's a hard word. As it is, Iroko Hiroto is respectfully asking, so I am willing to try to reach a peaceful understanding. We can only hope his intentions are pure, my son, but we will not let our guard down either. Be strong. We will see you all again soon. So he believes that he's, going on the trip. He'll be back in no time.
He's at least hopeful of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we get a little side panel as they're pulling away. They're leaving. Ready to strike, team. No more hiding behind your little mutant friends, Honeycut.
And we'll take a second here just to make sure that people understand that when they say Honeycut, they're referring to the Fugitoid.
Yeah, so Professor Honeycut was trapped inside his own android creation there, and became the Fugitoid.
Yeah.
So yeah, we bounce over to what must be the strike team. Street 3 to Top 1 need some eyes on big rig that snuggled up to the construction site a few days ago. Looks like it's got some company in the last few hours. I think they're public works trucks, but I'm not seeing any workers. Roger, we've got eyes on. Opening the channel the whole team for additional tracking. Copy that. I'll grab some backup. These guys obviously got some tech and stuff, and they're, familiar with spying and whatnot. They look like a well-assembled team.
Am I mistaken by thinking that these are our Purple Dragon members? Like the tattoo would suggest that.
Yeah, it seems reasonable. I don't know, were the Purple Dragons working for Baxter Stockman at some point?
They kind of went back and forth between working, like in the original cartoons and stuff. They would work for both Shredder and Baxter at times, I think.
So yeah, it could very well be, because these are Stockman's boys. And drift that way a bit. Stockman to Captain Lee. You may begin when ready. Remember, the robot must remain intact. Kill everyone else. You skipped way ahead there, eh?
Sure.
Yeah, so the guys go into stage 1 alert. They want a few more bodies on the roof and the streets. They're getting right set up. We get some drones up top. We're gonna make sure we're covered. Top 1, you copy. Doesn't get a response right away, and then bang, there's arrows flying in, and these guys are dying all over the place. And we get a good bottom shot of what looks like possibly foot ninjas.
Yeah.
Is it foot ninjas there, you think, at the bottom panel?
Some sort of ninjas. They look different than foot ninjas, but I'm going to assume that time has passed, so they do look a bit different, maybe.
You just turned into a crazy robot when you started talking.
That's because I am a robot. Carry on.
I don't know if that's only coming out on mine, but it's real nifty.
Is it a continuous thing? Am I still a robot?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, I come from the future. All right. Carry on.
That was better. Thanks. So then we flip over to some of the up top guys there. Heads up, we've got movement on, and then they're getting pegged by arrows flying in everywhere. They're under attack.
Incoming.
Incoming. Aruga, which I have to assume is the alarm's going on. And now Baxter's throwing a fit. He's flinging things across the table. Idiots! Less than 30 seconds to compromise the entire mission. Captain Lee, acquire the target and get the hell out of there. So I'm wondering, are these boys that are standing around part of the Turtles crew then? The Purple Dragons? And these ninja
yeah,
dudes?
the boys. I think so. I think that the ninjas are attacking the lair, I think.
Okay.
Which is like, so I think all these guys standing around and the guys sounding the alarm, I think that they're part of the Turtles crew now.
Which is really interesting.
That's how I take it.
As the Turtles having like a big crew.
Yeah.
Which is neat. So Baxter's real pissed. He says, I'm sending in the prototypes to help you clumsy fools. Leo's, what are we looking at? The alarm came from the sewer defenses, sir. We've got Foot Ninja coming at us from all angles. Damn it, how'd they find us? Listen up, lock down all the outer doors and take your positions. I want every access point covered. Casey. So they're getting all geared up for a siege. Foot Ninja's flying in from everywhere. What's your location? The hangar. Me and Mike grabbed April and Honeycutt as soon as we heard the alarms. We're getting ready to head your way with the rest of the tech crew. So there's more than one crew even. It's not just a small crew operation. And then we see a little bit of somebody setting up a bomb. And boom! Mike, take point. And the strikers got the... holy hell! Casey gets freaked out because there's a big explosion blowing through. Casey, I'm good, Leo. Oh. He's talking back and forth with Leo, who's back at, I'm thinking, where are they? The lair? And we cut over to Leo. We got bogies blasting through all the bay doors and rooftop access ports. We're going underground. Bogies. So many bogies. Negative sewer levels are breached too. Pull back to the main compound and get as many as you can to the safe room. Copy that. We're at the back of the shop now. We'll get everyone secured, then head your way with some strikers. The faster...
Yeah, I'm thinking strikers are what they call like certain parts of their crew, I think, is what I'm gathering.
Tech crew, strikers.
Yeah.
Looks like they got a pretty cool crew, man. I would like some pieces filled in between, what I'm super familiar with and...
Yeah, I'm wondering if some of these, like some of the other comics might fill those gaps, I wonder.
I'm hoping. Because I would really like to see how it got to this.
Yeah.
Anyway, the faster the better. Case, we've got a second wave moving in. Never seen these foot before. They look heavily armored, and these guys come in through the glass. I guess that's glass sound. Yeah. Damn it. Casey, about that backup. Hurry. So he's now fighting a whole bunch of these well-armored super foots. Nasty looking buggers. Yeah, I told you guys, the Foot Clan are nothing but liars. I hear you, Mike, but first things first, bro. Get my wife and Honeycutt to safety. There's more members of the crew there, too, that you get a good look at what the crew looks like.
Some futuristic weapons there, too.
Yeah.
Or tools.
Pretty neat looking. And then we'll see what these wimps got. Grr. There's Leo just finishing off that group, and they come through the door with like power armor arms and stuff.
Smash! Smush!
Smush! Come on, safe room's this way. So we're cutting back to Mikey and April and Fugitoid running. But Casey and Leo, we'll be fine if we hurry. This is Stockman's doing. He's found a way to track me. You two, topside. Nobody passes. Roger. So there's some of those guys up there fighting away.
Yep.
Watch your six. They're coming in everywhere. Choom. Almost there. Ah, courage.
Curve.
Ah. So they almost got to where they needed to be, and there's more explosions and guys busting through walls and all kinds of stuff happening there.
Yeah.
And what the hell are those things? They can't be human. Casey's all, let's find out. The class is Pain 101, and your instructor is Casey. No,
I love that they put that in.
which
The classes Pain 101.
Yeah.
Like, I was so happy when they put that in.
So Casey. Now, is his war cry Gungala Gungala?
Apparently.
And then bash. Just smashes one of these robot foot in the head.
But it kind of just breaks over his head.
Yeah. Doesn't even care.
Bash.
And then we cut back over. Fugitoid's down. Target acquires. This is Stockman. Bring him to me. Wait. And Mikey pops in with a nunchaku to the head. No, you don't. Knocks that thing's head clean off. And another boom.
Now, it seems like to me that this is the first that they're seeing the robotic form of the foot soldiers. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, this is the start of the mechanical foot soldier.
Yeah, the takeover. So yeah, then we cut over to Baxter there. He's pissed because stuff's just not going right. It looks like he might have cracked a tooth. Looks like a piece of tooth is flying out of his mouth. Bah, imbeciles! Send in the Mousers now! All of them! There's a whole truck full of Mousers rolling. I want that Fugitoid. The Mousers float now. They're not like little walking flapjack things. We cut back over to Casey, who's in the fight of his life here. Hockey ain't your thing, huh? Let's try cricket instead. He gets up for a cricket shot, but gets super punched by a mechanical arm. Wow.
Extendo arm.
Yeah. Gah!
Gah! Smish.
Smish again into a bunch of stuff. Holy crap, Terminators. Yeah, so this must be their first, go with the mechanical guys.
Yeah.
Huh? Just what the doctor ordered, so he's got Sledgehammer now. And we cut back over to Mikey, April, and Fugitoid. Mikey's choking out one of those robots, the nunchuck chain, like Mr. Gadget. Who? Monica says, first of all, she said, let's do the time warp again.
Yeah,
and then
I got that.
Like Mr. Gadget.
I think she's referring to Casey, always pulling out the different weapons,
Like Inspector Gadget?
Yeah. I'm going to assume.
I guess he would be a Mr. Gadget. Unless he has his doctorate in inspecting, then he would be Dr. Gadget. But
yeah.
I won't wax semantics here. We'll just carry on. April, you okay? To get a honeycut inside and lock it down? I'm good, Mikey, but the professor's in bad shape, and there's a lot of debris jamming the door. Do what you can, I'll hold him off. She's dragging an injured Fugitoid towards the door there, trying to get him inside to safety. Cut back over to Casey, who's finally found some swing with the sledgehammer. That's what I'm talking about. Legendary. I'm going to call you the Ledge. Ledgehammer. That's what it is now.
Ledgehammer.
Oh, yeah. Full crack, knocks that thing's head clean off. Oh, right, Leonidas. What's the plan? He's kind of bloodied up. Leo's standing there, and they both just see this flood of Mousers flowing in. Not looking good. Along with the new mechanical foot ninjas. That's something you don't see every day. Mike, we'll stall these things as long as we can. You get everyone clear, then get word to Donnie and Sensei. We'll follow behind as soon as we're done. But see, I don't think they're gonna. Doesn't look good for them guys.
No. Casey, his remark.
Freaking robot wimps. He knows he's going through a lot of these guys before he gets taken out.
Yeah. Classic Casey.
Oh yeah. Cocky. But do it, Mikey. We got this. Guys, no. Wait, Professor. The huge toys back up and wobbling towards the battlefield. Michelangelo doesn't want to leave them. Not looking good for the turtles. Your turn to buy the pizza when we're through, says Casey. Leo, yeah, but I get to pick the toppings. Ham, pineapple, and jalapeno. What's wrong with you?
That old back and forth between Casey and the turtles always gets me.
Yeah. They're going ham, getting ready. Fugitoid steps out. You know it's me you come for, Stockman. I'll self-destruct before I let you hurt my friends or imprison me again. You shall not pass. Gandalf in it. Where's his staff?
Yeah.
Very well. If I can't have you, nobody will. Beep, 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 beep. But Doom just fully explodes everything there.
Pretty much the entire place.
Oh my gosh.
Just take that in for a moment, guys.
Take that in for a moment.
Yeah.
That pretty much says it all right there.
Yeah. Picture is 1,000 words. And we've got actually a really amazing full page here. You know, says crazy. Rob is laughing at it. Haha, he says. Yeah, so that is essentially the end of Casey and Leo.
Yep.
They got exploded. You know?
And Mikey and April all exploded. And Fugitoid.
Yeah, all of them. That's the end of the story.
That's it. Game over, man.
Hiroto wins. Right there.
Right, that's it.
But there's more.
Gadget stuff.
Inspector Gadget stuff.
Self-destructs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The messages that he gets.
Yeah.
Self-destruct. Yeah.
So we head on back to the present, where we've got Casey coming up from the subway. She says, "What the holy hell? Subway's not running. Total power blackout. Everyone's panicking." She's running up the stairs, telling people to get out of her way and stuff like that. She says, "I know Hiroto was nuts, but this is beyond insane. Just hope the crew made it to the park okay. Again, get out of my way, move, she's in a hurry." Says someone from a distance says, "Yo, Casey." Thank God it's the guys, right? "What the hell?" she says. Mr. T goes, "Martial law." Another guy, Gordy LaForge, I'm going to say, with the little...
Jordy?
Jordy LaForge or whatever, with his little visor.
Yeah.
Says, "Yeah, full lockdown." Mr. T says, Rob says, "Sounds good." Monica, more of the Inspector Gadget stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. T says, "This could bring the whole damn resistance down." Another fella in a trench coat guy says, "Hope your mutant was worth it, Jones." So they're not feeling too good about putting the crew at risk for the turtle. Says, he ain't my mutant breaker, or he ain't my mutant breaker. This is bad, but no point in freaking out. We need to get the word out to the others somehow. Let them know to be ready. Because all poop is, poop's hitting the fan. All right.
Yeah.
She's one of the crew members says, "For what?" She says, "I'm working on that still. Everything's going to be okay. I hope.
Everything's gonna be all
It'll be all
right.
rocket bye." So she says, I hope. And then,
Oh my goodness.
as a tank or a military vehicle comes crashing over the gate, trench coat guy says, "You was saying, Jones?" Jones says, "Everybody underground now." As the robot Foot Clan says, "Halt, stop, and be identified." Casey says, "Scrap," which I believe is one of the guys. You and Crunch. I love the names.
Scrape
and Crunch. Scrape and Crunch.
Yeah.
Scrape, you and Crunch, you guys take the guards out. Copy that. Everyone else, over the top. They hop the fence. Scrape and Crunch, they're taking the guards out. Hail, says the guards. Sorry, I was holding back a burp there. Casey says, we got to split up. Use the tunnels to cover more ground. I don't want to call him Crunch anymore. Like, now that I know his name, I'm a little bit upset because I really liked him as Mr. T.
Is that Crunch?
He's either Crunch or Scrape.
Well, no, because Mr. T's going with Lug, and then isn't that dude there Scrape? Or that dude's Breaker.
Regardless.
Breaker, and he's taking Crunch, which is the guy in the back.
Me and Lug will go east, Mr. T says.
Sure.
I'll take Crunch with me past the park. And Casey says, and I'll head west. Right? We'll use the old telecom lines to contact everyone else when we're all secure. Let's shoot to meet in the old lair in an hour. Meanwhile, whatever you do, stay underground and watch your backs, guys. We don't want nobody getting taken out. Right? So Casey's taking the sewers. She says, damn. Do we even have an hour? This is cutting it close. I got to get to the lair to warn Mum. There's too many twists and turns to make it there. I might not make it in time. She's worried. She's still in the sewers. Told the guys to stick to the sewers in the underground, but I'm going to have to break my own rule. So she's got to come up through the sewer. Right? Rob says, just so you know, Habs win again. 5-2. He loves it. Rob's a big sports ball guy.
Oh, sports ball.
Yeah.
I enjoy some sports ball.
He's happy that the Habs won. I don't know what that means for their for the series. Is it a series? Sorry, I don't nerd out about sports ball like my brother does. So
I don't hockey, so I'm not really sure what's happening there.
Yeah. Casey comes up through one of the sewers and hears halt. She says, crapola. Looks over and there is one of the ninjas or the mechanical foot soldiers taking down or attacking a lady. Stand up and be identified, she screams. Someone help! Casey says, foot bastards. Identify this. She jumps up, comes down on him with a kick.
Superhero landing.
Yep. Chuck! Cracks him in the head with her foot. Oh, thank God, says the lady. Casey says, run, I'll handle this. Lady says, but you'll be killed, darling. Casey goes, nah, I ain't the one that's got to be, you got to be worried about. Flap! As she blocks a hit from the foot soldier. Halt, he says. Almost taking her over, she says, ha! Crunch! And she flips him and then kicks him in the neck. All right? 2 more foot soldiers come. Halt, they say. Casey says, damn it! I don't got time for this crap. Says, get out of here. I'll take care of these 2. She says, scumbags. Hua! I don't know why she says that actually.
Hua!
Hua?
Whoa.
Man.
I thought, but hua is much better.
Yeah. Whoa, hua! And then we're back at the lair. It's actually kind of a fun scene. I don't know if I just made it fun for myself or not. That last one.
No, it's great.
Yeah. We're back at the lair. The last words that Casey says is, I really got to get back to Mom. All right. And then you hear, ow, from Mikey, being a little bit of a wuss. April says, seriously? Mikey goes, just hurry up. I hate needles. All right. April says, just stop squirming. I only need a few more vials. All right. Mikey goes, I get that you scientists can't, what? I get that you scientists can't help poking and prodding everything, but I'm going to need some blood left after this.
Poking and prodding everything. Call me a scientist.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, Monica and Rob are literally just talking about sports now.
I see that.
You guys do what you love, April says, what are you, like 5 years old? It's barely any blood at all. I need to see what is advancing your mutation in your body. What's making this happen? But I can't. But I can give you a lollipop when I'm done if it helps. He says, "Whatever, just hurry." He's a bit of a grouch, Yeah,
he's not the Michelangelo of old, that's for sure.
Rob says, "I sound like my dad." No. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Sure.
Looking at the Fugitoid's head. So how badly damaged is he? Is Honeycutt still in there? April says, I don't know. I think so. I mean, I hope so. It's just, I'm pretty sure that Stockman found us last time by hacking into the security firewall that the Fugitoid had developed to keep us hidden during the war. All right. So whatever signal the Fugitoid was putting out, Hackman found them using it. So they can't really risk. Can't really risk. Did I say Hackman?
Hackman, yeah.
Baxter. Hackman. Baxter Hackman, whatever.
I don't even know who Hackman is.
I don't know who Hackman is, but he's a new character now.
And he's not very nice.
Nerdy Couch is always creating new characters, trust me. Anyway, reactivating him now would be like blasting another, come kill us signal, to the bad guys. So firing up right now the Fugitoid, not a good idea. It's just they're gonna get tracked down somehow in that manner, right? It says, well, come kill the rest of us at least. Pretty much saying we've already lost enough people. Mikey says, April, after the explosion, how did you end up here? She says, didn't happen overnight. That's for sure. After the smoke cleared, a rescue team pulled me and the out of the rubble, and they took her to the hospital. And then this is actually kind of cool because this is actually, I believe, from what I've researched, this is actually Eastman drawing these portions.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Very much like an old school style of art from them. Yeah. She says, when she woke up about a week later, only to find that she had lost her husband, her friends, her home, and an arm and a leg from the explosion. That's a lot of loss.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, surprise, she was pregnant. So she says, I ended up staying in the hospital for a long time. Lots of physical and mental therapy. She says, honestly, I don't know which part was harder. The physical or the mental therapy, which was harder for her. She said, meanwhile, Hiroto and the Foot were taking control of the entire city. They're taking control of New York. As the newscaster says, as work to complete the wall around the city, that wall that we saw in the first issue, the city, to protect against the rising water level nears to finish date, law enforcement has found itself embroiled in a quickly escalating war against organized crime gangs on the inside. So that wall is being built because water is rising, and inside, gang wars with the police. April says, when they finally discharged me, I had a shiny new arm, a shiny new leg, and a shiny new baby to go along with them. Things were getting really bad in the city, so I moved down here into the lair. More like hid, but that was okay. She says, with the store destroyed and everything gone, it was all I had left to remind me of, well, all done. So she's done with the blood work. Mikey says, how'd you get the Fugitoid head? Good question, Mike. Rob says, we're still paying attention, even though we're talking about sports ball. Good on you. I hope you're enjoying the story. So April tells Mikey how she finds the Fugitoid head. She says, some of Leo and Casey's strike team who weren't killed in the battle recovered it. Mikey says, yeah. Where are those guys now? Oh, most of them died fighting Hiroto's forces when they took over. A few that are left are commanding underground resistances in other parts of the city. So they're worn thin at best. She says, Casey Marie told me about the training you did in Asia and Europe. But she didn't quite tell me how you got over there, right? Mikey says it was a bit of a fog. He said mostly. Last thing I remember is last thing I remember clearly is trying to get you and Fugitoid out safely. That scene from earlier says, except the explosion damn near knocked me halfway across the neighborhood. That huge kaboom knocked him unconscious and sent him flying across the neighborhood. He says, don't have any clue how long I was out. He says, by the time I came to, the store was gone and I figured everyone with it. Thought everyone was dead. He says, I didn't think there was any chance anyone could have survived. Not that I was thinking clearly about anything. It was all kind of a haze for a while. He says, all I know is I found my way down to the sewers somehow and then to the lair. He says, I tried calling Donnie. Donnie, where are you? To warn him about Father, but nothing. He heard nothing. I think these panels go up and down. Or nope. I was confused, desperate. All I could think of is that I had to save them. So I grabbed some things from the layers, weapons and other stuff. I stowed them on a plane to Japan as fast as I could. He stowed away on a plane. Not just the weapons. He went with the weapons.
Yeah.
I was hoping I could reach them in time. I didn't know what else to do. April says, I know what you're thinking, but it's not your fault, Mikey. None of it is. She says the counselor that I worked with said it's called Survivor's Guilt. And I know I had plenty of it after the explosion. It took a while, lots of therapy, lots of tears. But I finally realized there was nothing I could do, nothing I could have done to change the things that happened. But that doesn't mean I have to accept what's happening now. He says, or she says, none of us do. I think I know how to beat Hiroto. She's got an idea. And from the distance, you hear from Casey, then you need to show us right now, Mom. Because hell's breaking loose in Rock Bottom, which is, I'm assuming, is what they call the lower, like the sewers. I don't know. Or it could just be hell's breaking loose in Rock Bottom. This is Rock Bottom and hell's breaking loose.
Rock Bottom's the lowest level of the city. We found out in
okay,
one of the comics there.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I didn't want to flat out state that because I couldn't remember.
We cut over to Hiroto, right?
Yep. He's had a wardrobe change.
Yeah, again had a wardrobe change, and now he's wearing a weird cape, and he's topless in the rain on
scaffolding or something.
Some sort of piece of building that he's just standing out over everything. A little unglued, maybe.
Yeah, seems a little crazy in this moment.
Look at them down there. Tiny little insects begging to be crushed, oblivious to the giant who towers over them. To me, I am the one. I'm the one they owe their entire pathetic existence to. I'm the one who gives them all they need. And I am the one who could crush them without a second thought. And yet they act like children. Spoiled, entitled children. I give them orders and still they whine and protest, and I have been far too indulgent. So yeah, he's not happy with the speed at which the people have acted.
Yeah.
apparently. The fools forget who rules all here, whose very will could bring it all crashing down with a single word. It almost seems like he feels godlike in that.
Yeah, he is. He's got a god complex, definitely.
Oh yeah, I am their God incarnate, God made flesh and blood. I am their master, I alone. And then he has a little, after that solid rant, has a little, what looks like mental break. All
Yeah.
alone, you left me, mother, left me in charge of an empire. And before that, as a small boy, your only son. Why? Why? Because I think he would have been, what, 6 when she went into her coma by the
Pretty young.
quick maths there. Oh, and he's back on top in an instant here. Ha ha ha! Because you knew what I could do, what I was capable of, mother. And you, Oroku Saki, grandfather, shredder. You see me now, don't you? I am all you aspire to be and more. Your heir, you're better. But what does it matter? You're dead. Dead, dead, dead. And I live. A little extra.
Yeah.
Flesh of your flesh, blood of your blood, left behind to find my own way, my own path. Running barefoot on these beams isn't a good idea. You know, tell my kids all the time. Running around on the wet.
It's a lesson to be learned.
Wet scaffolding, my kids are always running on.
Yeah.
And from your failure, I will rise. Rise! And then he's weirdly falling. Because I don't know if he tripped there or if he jumped.
I think the top panel, he's jumped. And then now he's tripped over like a ledge. And now he's falling.
To our greatest triumph. Ha 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 ha! He's laughing very hard while he's falling. Catches onto some cables. Ha 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 ha! I will not die today, left alone on the streets to rot. No. I will never again be forgotten.
And that cable snaps, so he continues to fall.
Yeah, he's on his way down again. Just casually on his way down. Doesn't seem to mind that much. I am God, immortal. My angels will not allow it. And then we see him falling, but like a weird clawed, like almost mechanical bird claws coming down.
Laughing.
And just pure laughter while he falls towards the ground. That might have been more than he was laughing, but that's fine.
Yeah. I wanted to do some I wanted right there, I really wanted to do some Insane Clown Posse, but not appropriate for this.
Then we get a little "You're crazy" in the corner panel. And we flip back over to the Turtles. I mean, I get the concept, April. Come on. It's like 1,000,000,000 to 1 shot. More like our only shot, Mikey. With way too many variables, too. Too many moving parts. Too many lives lost. So he's not happy with the plan that he heard, obviously. So correct me if I'm wrong. Baxter Stockman's got his own headquarters, fortress, whatever. And we need to attack it, shut him down before we can take out Hiroko. And our only shot is to try to activate Honeycutt during the attack. And if he wakes up, maybe he'll help us knock out Baxter's tech. I'm sorry, I can't buy into this. Every plan, no matter the odds, has risk. You know that. And at this point, Casey's getting real sassy. He's upset,
real hyped
with his attitude. At least these are better odds than a 100-year-old mutant attacking Hiroto directly. Like I said, we don't need your permission. This isn't about permission. This is about reality. Do you all have a death wish or what? Look who's talking. And we were dying before you got here. You
that look who's talking is, that's a deep cut.
Yeah. First episode, he's fully running in and almost dying about it.
Yeah. Well,
Now April steps in, getting her mom voice on. Enough. Come with me, Mikey. There's something else you need to see. April, they're just kids. You need to let me do my own thing. Just humor me, okay? Fine, but I won't change my mind. Look, I've run enough schematics on Honeycutt over the years to know everything's still functional. He's just in stasis right now to avoid detection. It's the same reason we run things low tech as we do down here. Because we know Stockman's always sniffing. Holy. I've been prepping for a long time, Mikey. Getting ready for one last fight for our freedom I knew was eventually coming. Waiting for the right moment when we could strike most effectively. I've been planning. Going into a room full of vehicles, and I've been building. I think Donnie would approve, don't you? Yeah. What is it? Some sort of crazy tank. Just a little something to help even the odds. This thing's just looks like it's jam-packed full of the most awesome things. The only thing that I was missing from that particular shot was a little bit of a throwback to the Turtle Van.
Like some sewer grates or something.
Something, maybe like a turtle shell painted on top.
Yeah.
But wicked gnarly tank.
Oh yeah. Definitely an upgrade to the old van. So that's how that one's gonna end, guys.
Yeah.
This was a super, I was super pumped for this. We've been waiting way too long for it. Let me know in the chat what you think of that one, guys. I know that I know the sports ball game was exciting and such, but this is my jam. All right, this is what I'm excited about. All right, and I thought it was a great issue.
Great issue. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. A lot of that, especially the full page art panel with just the sword, the mask.
Yeah, pretty great panel. You see if I can bring it up there real quick. Yeah. Again,
really similar
I think
to the cover art, actually.
Yeah, pretty similar. Tiny bit different. We've got that there. Yeah, very similar. Tells you about the same. Gives you about the same amount of information.
For sure.
But yeah, I think it's a great great full panel. Would make a really great poster.
For sure. Yeah.
Making that into a poster would be real great. Again, this series has been just fire.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm already drooling for the next one, and I know I'm going to have to wait.
Yeah, another 2-3 months for it for some reason. Why they pump these out quicker? I don't know. It's only supposed to be a 5-issue series, so maybe they're trying to prolong that somehow. I know that the first one there was delays on shipping and stuff, or shipments. Not sure if that's part of the reason that there's been such a wait, but
it could be the COVID.
Yeah, that could always be issues too. Honestly, worth the wait though for me. It's been one of my favorite series. So yeah, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. What'd you think of this? Are you excited for the next one? I know we are. We're pretty much going to wrap this up. But before we do that, I noticed you got a few extra wall ornaments there. You want to maybe give me let me know what those are all about?
Oh yeah. So a friend of mine was getting rid of a few of his little toys, so I picked them up. This is
That's you just butter your bread with that, right?
That's my toast butter. I like to
So what
use
are we looking at
Frostmore
here?
for that. This is Frostmore. This is the Arthas's blade from World of Warcraft. The full size replica, just so big and heavy. And then over there,
it's a nice looking piece of steel.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And then over here we have Shadowborn, which is another rune blade that's thought to be as powerful or rumored to be more powerful than Frostmore.
From the same world.
From the same world. The only thing that can stop it, my beautiful toys. I don't want to take that one down because I'm scared that I'm going to drop it all the time.
Grimm's comes back the next week with fewer toes.
Yeah.
So they're
full steel. Beautiful replicas. I like them.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Those were some good pickups.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I ain't got much more to say. I really enjoyed this book. Excited for the next one.
Fantastic.
Coming up, we've got Loki coming out this week. I am excited for Loki. We will be trying to talk about that if we can get the boys together. No
chance.
Super excited about that, guys. Also, we have some more Something is Killing the Children coming up. Want to finish up that first arc so we can get into the second arc. Super excited about that. And I'm sure as we wait for the fourth issue of this, we can probably fit in a couple more of those TMNT one-shots. I'm really enjoying those.
Sure.
So,
sounds great.
We'll see you guys very soon with some of that stuff. So, don't forget, guys, about the fundraiser, which is all the links for that are down below. Video describing the prizes is also down below. Have a gander at that. And as far as that is, I think we're ready to close it up. What do you think?
I think that's all's been said that needs to be said.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you for coming. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff that tickles the algorithm's fancy. Let's get us up to 300 and over. Let's keep this momentum, guys. We love it. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Peace.